the more money that women are getting, it's like, fuck niggas. I don't need y'all. That's the energy like women are giving nowadays. Like, I don't really need a man because I can kind of do this my damn self. And I think men are being a little more feminine. I don't have an answer for that one.
I think a lot of it is actually in the food that kind of did some role reversals in both the women and the men.
Food.
Like the hormones and stuff like that they pumped into us. I think that helped a little bit. But to stay on point.
I can agree.
To stay on point. Yeah, there is some role reversals happening. But the world is changing so much, right? So we just got to figure out how to change with it. We got to figure out how to not be each other's. It's not even enemy is the right word, but if women are making more money and being more masculine, something has to shift with the men too. That's why I don't like women communities. Like my friends might be like, let's have a women only event. I'm not coming. Because if we keep empowering the women and we're not empowering the kings, they're never going to be powerful enough to work with the women that are powerful. So we need more Black men being built up and built up properly. Helping you with your ego, helping you with the rejection, helping you with the self psychology, helping you with your spirituality, helping you with everything, so that you won't be intimidated or even feeling inferior. If I don't know if that's the right word, but we close the gap that's happening between our Black men and women.
Because they think the men already just got it. We already got it just figured out. Oh, that's just them. Let's build ourselves. Let's fix ourselves. And then the men, they don't need, I'm saying that we don't need change. But
I also feel if the men were choosing the right women, we wouldn't have as big of a gap either. Y'all are so obsessed with this BBL culture that you claim you don't really want for real, that you're really not marrying, but obsessed with looking at, that women like myself, even though I'm beautiful, like you said, and like I believe, I was just telling my homegirl, the example that I used was that we're beautiful. We're queens. But subconsciously every day, or even consciously every day, we're like, when we fly to go get our BBL. The fact that we're having that conversation really means we don't feel as beautiful as we claim we do. We're not the queens that we claim we are, because as soon as we get the time, the money, or the energy, or the courage to go get this BBL done, that's really what's on our hearts. God is going to give you the true desires of your heart. He know you're not happy in your body for real. You just saying that shit. He know you really want to go get your titties done tomorrow. And the men are making us feel that way. And the men are entertaining the women who have the BBLs and the women with the smarts and the spirituality and who could really help her man grow are being overlooked.
We're being brainwashed. That's what it is, because we thinking with our dick. I can see a woman from 2 blocks away and I see a fat ass. I ain't got to see her face. I'm like, damn, I'll fuck the shit. I don't even know what this bitch look like. I don't even know what this woman look like, but I'm going to fuck that ass. You know what I mean? So that already tells you right there, like, we're programmed to think with our dick and our reproductive system. So I understand, women not feeling, like, they're not getting the attention that they desire. But it's only because that's the way that we just think down here. And as soon as we get that nut, now we get this clarity. Okay, you know what? This bitch ain't nothing. All right.
You're right. And so I guess eventually when you're older, you like marry one of us, I guess. I don't know. And then you're still fantasizing about her. So it's a problem.
But here's the thing though. So like a woman like you, now that you go get your BBL, you change as well, because now in your mind, you're getting all this attention now. You're getting all this attention that you just never got. You got attention before, but now it's like times 10. In your mind, you're a little big-headed too.
I'm trying to let y'all get me before I get the BBL, so everybody can be happy.
Oh, you gonna go get one?
We talk about it regularly.
Wow.
I've been trying to hold it down for the natural girls for a long time. Like I've been trying to, because I like being different. So I've been trying to really be the poster child for that shit. But
you should
it's intimidating. Every day is just getting, and I'm getting older too. So I remember starting the charge like literally in my 20s. Like I don't need that. But the body was right in my 20s. It ain't bad now, but There was no kids. It was a 6-pack. There was no stretch marks. It was easier to say that. But I'm approaching 40. Just gravity is a real thing. So, and 40 is the new 30. Like, I remember my mom had me at 32. I had my son at 32. And what my mama was doing at 37 years old and what I'm doing at 37 years old, totally different. Like, my mom would never be in nobody's club. My mom would never be on nobody's yacht. My mom wouldn't even be flying in a jet. That's extreme, but I'm just saying that the things I'm doing at 37, my mom was very wholesome, like not even overly churchy, but just a very Clara Huxtable. Like always, like this dress, 37 on my mama, never. But for us, it's so natural. And then we got the 22-year-olds wearing this dress. And we got the 25-year-olds and the 30-year-olds wearing the same, and the 40-year-olds wearing this, and some 50-year-olds wearing this very same dress. So even now, for me in this generation, my competition is different. Because my mama looked like a 37-year-old when she was 37. She had the 37-year-old, whatever that was back then, like a moo at night, I don't know. But like just really not a sexy lady. And now these bras trying to stay sexy to 82.
I remember my mom at 40, 30, 35. Like she went on that. She was raising her kids, and I get you. I get it. Yeah. Maybe you should have it after your second child.
I mean, is there going to be a second child? I'm not having a child after 40. It's 37. It's 38 at the end of this year. So that was the original plan, because by then it's not even a BBL no more. It's like you earned that shit. You had some kids. It's time to tighten some things. Because women now are like in their 20s with no kids just getting BBLs.
I know women that work she a waitress at goddamn lounge or some shit.
Because back in the day, it was to fix what the baby messed up.
Right.
Now we just BBL and just the BBL.
Just look. Just
the look, so you can see her 2 miles away and want to fuck her. So we got a pandemic going on.
Well, maybe I should get you before the BBL.
Maybe you should.
You can have a big head, and you're like, nah, nigga.
Listen.
I need to be a billionaire, man.
Listen, they don't call me Big B for nothing.
Oh. Could you date a man that had less than? Yeah.
I like ambitious men. So my ex made $21 million last year. The situationship guy, right? So I just started a podcast. I don't know if it's going to really go anywhere, but I did start one, and I had him on there. And I said, when we started talking 15 years ago, how much money do you think you had in your bank account at that time? And he said, maybe $5,000. Maybe. That's the same nigga today that got 21 million. But he was so ambitious from the first day I met him. So the first day I met him, I'm walking through Lenox, and he goes, he's in a suit. First time a man ever stopped me in a suit. My ex is also like the guy who hired me and taught me a lot of things. But anyway, so he stops me in the mall, and he says, we had a little conversation. I remember that part. But he says, I'm going to help you make more money than you've ever made in your life. And then he hands me a business card, and it was Spot UV. You know what a Spot UV business card is? It's almost like it looks like this wall. See how this is risen off of the flatness? That's how the shiny part was off of the mat. So it was like the most fanciest card I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, this man gotta be standing on business in a suit and with that kind of business card. And so I just believed him. I went home and I told my roommate, I said, I met this guy. And he said he's going to help me make more money than I've ever made in my life. And he gave me this book, The Greatest Salesman of the World. And I read the first scroll and it made me cry. I think you should read it. She laughed at me. She's still broke to this day. I believed him. We still getting money to this day.
Y'all dated?
We did date. We don't date anymore. But we did have a period of time when we did date.
This is the guy that made 21 million? Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on now. How long y'all dated?
8 years.
Okay, all right. Makes sense now. And this same guy that had $5,000 when y'all first met? How the hell he only had $5,000 and he said, I'm gonna make you...
Belief.
Uh-huh.
Belief.
I get that.
Belief.
I
And
think
I seen it with my own eyes. I seen Dion with my own eyes. I remember when I met Dion and I seen him do it. I believe niggas. I believe I can do it. That's why I said, when you said, why I only made $1 million, you're absolutely right. I'm around too many people that I've seen come from nothing to something in a little period of time. I'm playing games.
You know, that's a problem right now because women want a man that's already put together, that's already at that 20 million status, and they don't have enough patience.
I do. I've seen it.
I mean, you could sense it from a nigga. You can sense it from
ambition.
A man. Like
you gotta be rich in belief and ambition, and you my nigga. That's my requirement.
I like that. I love that.
It's mindset for me. Because sometimes it's just like me. I'm from the country. I never seen this shit before. Sometimes you just need exposure. And somebody that believe in you and some belief in yourself. And then anything is possible.
Sometimes it takes that woman too. Sometimes
I wholeheartedly believe that. Or that partner in general. Because he was the guy, but he inspired me. And I'm very wealthy mentally and spiritually. So where I'm lacking, I tell people all the time that I probably could have 10 million if I was more open to some other things that I'm just like, principally, I ain't got to do all of that.
I had an ex back in 2013, 14, 13. And like I had this vision in my mind, like what I was going to do in my life. And she was just like, go get you a job. And I was like, I can't go get a job because I already have this vision. I can't break away from that. And she just couldn't with like stand the rain. She couldn't stand like the journey.
Do you miss her?
No.
It wasn't meant to be.
No, but
that's so. Remember you asked me earlier why I feel like I couldn't get like somebody in Savannah. That's not her.
Right.
You were passing that level. So you got to be patient for the queen that's can handle that level. You always knew you was going to. Beyonce was made a star. I was born a star. I always had this feeling about me. And yeah.
I was born a star too.
Some of us are born a star.
I was born a star. I was definitely born a star.
Some of us are born a star. What? So they say all the time, consistency beats talent. Beyonce had the right parents.
She had the right team around her.
She had the right parents, which built the right team, which built Beyonce. You and I, with that team, Beyonce who? Or will at least be some good competition for her ass.
But I know my ex to this day, like she regretted.
She
regret like not believing.
Yeah. I moved to Atlanta, the love of my life. Ooh, I don't want to put this because people be watching from Savannah and putting two and two together, but let me try to tell it. Moved to